Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for BroadwayWorld. Choreographer Kelly Devine has received rave reviews for her stunning work in the new musical Come From Away, and now she's been nominated for a Tony Award. So how did a 19-year-old who staged a fashion show at a shopping mall become one of Broadway's most sought-after choreographers? Stay with us here at the legendary Sardi's to find out. Well, first of all, thank you so much for sitting with me here at Sardi's.
I wouldn't miss it.
I love that you got your pin on.
Thank you. You know, I've been out of town and I did not have my pin with me, so I finally got back and I'm like, get that pin on. It's very exciting.
So give me my pin. I love these.
Aren't they great?
You had been nominated for your seamless choreography for Come From Away. What does it all mean to you?
I'm thrilled that I was recognized in a category with such amazing other nominees that I look up to that are so wonderful, and I'm inspired by their work. And Come From Away was really a long journey, and it was tricky and it was intricate, and I've enjoyed doing it, and it's just it's thrilling to be here.
Yeah. So you have a cast of 12.
Yes.
And they represent what, 7,000 people?
Basically, yes. Yes.
I mean, so
they all play multiple characters throughout the show and switch on a dime.
Okay, so you get the script for this, and you're like, oh, I have a cast of 12.
Yes.
There's 7,000 people.
Yes.
Where do I begin, right? Tell me, where did you begin?
You know, at the very, very, very beginning, along with the idea of all of the multiple characters was the simplicity of, let's do 12 chairs and 2 tables. And you think, okay, well, you've got your work cut out for you. And so we literally started at the top. I would build the scene, I would say, like, Chris, do you buy this? Does this look like an airplane? Does this look like a bus? And you can't really, the way the show is constructed, you can't really jump ahead because every transition and every moment leads to the next moment.
So it's like a puzzle.
It was like a puzzle. And, we laugh about it now later on. It's like if you change one chair move or put somebody else on a transition, it literally ripples through the whole show to the very end. So I would just cringe because like, what if I'm like, no, please, no, it's gonna be so hard to fix. But we got there.
But I'm sure the 12 chairs unlocked it for you. Like you said, we can now create this out of this, that out of that.
Yes. We actually did a workshop 3 years ago at Seattle 5th Avenue. And it was just a 3-week workshop, and it was just to look at the material and try some ideas out. And so we staged about 25 pages in the middle of the script. And it's amazing because a lot of those things that we found there are still on the show today. So it was we knew we were on the right path. We knew that we had something. And then you bring in Howl's amazing lighting and Beowulf's set and then add our phenomenal actors, and they really are the ones that sort of sell it, if you will, sell those situations and those sets. Yeah.
All right, 12 people.
Yes.
How many covers do you have, and how did you teach them the show?
Oh, I feel so bad for them. They're so incredible. It's a nightmare. You couldn't pay me enough money to cover this show. They're wonderful.
And you created it.
I know. It's terrible. There's 4.
Wow.
And, there's 4. One of them is my dance captain, and they each cover, I think, 5 or 6 roles. Yeah. It's intense. And everybody's track, as you could imagine, is completely and utterly different. It's not like you could say, oh, it's sort of like so-and-so. Each person literally has their own individual track with their own sort of secret pass-off of a hat or a prop, or there's all this crazy little theater magic trickery on the download that happens throughout the whole thing to help with their characters and props and getting things on stage and whatnot.
Okay, how do you keep all of their tracks in your head as the person who created it?
That's why I have Ricky Hines,
my
associate.
So it's all about a good associate, a great dance captain, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I know the basics, but it's so much in you, cleaning, and you go on and on that you don't. You just write it down.
Somebody writes it all down, right?
You get a great Bible going, and you just live by it.
Oh, your dance Bible must be really big.
It's big. It's big.
I love it.
It's taken It's taken a couple of years, actually, to put it together.
I want to go back to the beginning. So you started out 19, putting together a fashion show.
Yes,
choreographing at a shopping mall, right?
I certainly did.
Okay, so
watch out, fashion mall.
Well, that must have been the coolest time for you, right? Tell me.
It was amazing. They literally, I think I got paid $1,500, which I thought was huge. Yeah. And I got to hire 6 dancers. They're like, hire whoever you want. I got to hire my friends. And they said, you're going to do 3 numbers, and we'll give you costumes. And So I was like, I felt like I was, directing Broadway. I was like, I'm at the mall. I get to do whatever I want. This is incredible.
Which mall was it?
It was in San Diego. It was the Outdoors Fashion Valley Mall.
Oh, so it was a pretty mall.
It was a very pretty mall. Yeah. And it was like prom, spring, fling kind of thing. So I did Free Your Mind. Free Your Mind by En Vogue. That was one of them. What else? Oh, I did Prince's Morning Papers because I did a little lyrical, sultry number, trying to give them options.
So you had 6 dancers?
6 dancers.
All right, so now you have 12 performers in this, so you sort of knew where to work Come From Away on, right?
Well, I had dancers with the 6, and then I had some incredible singer-actors for the 12 that have worked very hard to become the now Cheetah Rivera nominated ensemble.
I love it.
I'm very proud of them.
Where did your love for dancing begin?
Oh gosh, right in the beginning, from the second I can remember. It was started with music. My mom said I just would dance all over the place. I would dance in the grocery aisles, and I was unstoppable. And I just begged her, and she put me in class, and then I wanted to just go and go and go. So I just took as many classes as I could in a day, along with going to school. Just jammed it in.
I love it.
I was obsessed. I was probably pretty intense as a kid.
Who was your greatest mentor or teacher that really got you and set you on this path?
I couldn't just pick one. I will say that I had a teacher, Doug Caldwell, who recently has passed, and I assisted him for quite a few years. And he taught me, I had teachers that taught me technique and really worked me and pushed my body and my potential. But he really taught me how to love dance from the inside out. Yeah. So that, I think, sort of unlocked something for me choreographically, because I wasn't looking at it from the technical side as much. I was just really feeling it and interpreting the movement from an emotional place, which really does make a difference. And I was young. I was like 13 when I started to wrap my head around that sort of performance, the way you can translate the moment. I worked with Kenny Ortega a lot. He was always such a great visionary. I did a TV series when I was like 16 with him. It was called Hull High. It didn't last long, but it was a great show. It was sort of like the what is the High School Musical. It was like an early version of that. It was like him testing those waters. He was before his time, but he always had such a great eye for conceptually what a number could be, whether it's like a basketball number or he had big ideas that he threw into dance. So I mean, I've had incredible people in my life that I just, Des McAnuff is a director that really has taken me under his wing, and he's pushed me to do things. I mean, I've done operas with him, and we've done a lot of things together, and he's incredible, and I've learned a lot from him as well. Yeah, I've been really lucky.
You have been?
Yeah, I really do. I feel it.
You have worked with so many wonderful people. I mean, you're on Broadway. You're Tony nominated this season for this beautiful musical, Come From Away. If you could sum up the best part of the experience of being a part of Come From Away, what is it for you?
I think the best part of the experience was this company, along with our producers and the entire team, going to Newfoundland and doing those concerts we did. We did 2 benefit concerts for them, spent 5 days in Gander, and went to the neighboring towns and met everyone that was a part of this story, and that changed my life. It was life-changing. It was really, really, really special.
Well, I remember meeting them all on the red carpet opening night.
Yeah.
And I got my red Gander hat. I have one. I got my
You're
baseball
so
cap.
cute.
So I love that. So, and I wear it.
I love it. They're so genuinely giving and open and honest, and it's a great reminder that it's so easy to be that kind.